Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mo Good News. I'm your host, Jimmy Bachman. Are you ready? Let's go. Gosh, I love spinning that globe. And we're back, like we never left. We're amazed at the response to Mo Good News. And you've kept the good news coming. We've got some fresh stories for you from right here in our community in mid-Missouri. Up first, quarantining can cause a lot of loneliness. Our community is continuing to band together and care for our seniors. Last week, it was about puppies. This week, it's about snails. Snail mail, or as my grandparents call it, mail. Locals have been writing senior citizens letters of encouragement during this time, and I love that. If you have any interest in doing this yourself, you can reach out to Jada McKenzie here. Most of us are experiencing quarantine in our homes, but what about those without a home? Local brothers Mike and John Trapp have created a car camp to help care for the homeless during this time. The camp provides restrooms, clothing, hand washing, masks, and a hot meal. They really are helping people who are some of the most vulnerable in our community. High school sophomore Connor Jones is working on more than homework these days. He's using a 3D printer to make face shields for first responders in the Columbia area. He was featured on a national news channel called Mo Good News.
We've been going 24/7 for really the past week and a half, just trying to make face shields for anybody who needs them.
Gosh, what a huge honor to be featured on this channel. Thank you, Connor, for helping to protect our heroes. And now it's time to check in with this week's quarantine correspondent.
Hey, so as some of you guys might know, I'm a music teacher, and I found that one of the best ways that I can process the whole transition to online learning and teaching is to write a song. So I wrote a song. I'd like to share that with you guys now. Here we go.
Speaking of teachers, a local Columbia teacher organized a collection of over 500 books because she wanted students to continue Koran reading. Oh man. To learn more, we've asked Kristen to join us. Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. It's so great to see you. What school do you teach at?
I teach at New Haven Elementary. We are the mighty stars.
That's amazing. I love that. What gave you the idea to do this?
Well, I was actually thinking about the public library, just kind of for myself and thinking about how that's closed and when am I going to get back in to be able to check out books again? And then I just started thinking about my students and how they don't have anywhere to go to get books either at this point. So I just started thinking, how could I get books in their hands? And I thought of the Facebook community page.
Isn't this a great time for them to just be watching Netflix?
Yeah, you would think it would be a great time to do that, but you know, I think even kids can get a little bored with Netflix. So I think this is a great opportunity for them to expand their minds and really kind of use their imaginations and just even escape into some of those books. It's just kind of a joy. So hopefully they're not on Netflix all the time.
During quarantine, how do you get books into kids' hands?
So luckily at New Haven, we have meal pickups on twice a week. I just had books bagged up and by grade level, and just as cars drive by, I pass them out and give them what they want. So it's worked out really well.
How can people get involved?
I am happy to accept any and all books, preferably ones that are a little bit newer and just gently used would be great for kids. And they can contact me through Facebook Messenger, and I'd be happy to come by and pick them up.
Great, that's fantastic. Well, Kristen, thank you again for joining us and for allowing us to hear a little bit more about what it is that you're doing to serve our community. It's amazing, and we're so thankful for all that you're doing to help out our kids during this time.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate just getting the word out. I'm happy to get those books and get them into kids' hands.
But seriously, if you have any books that you'd like to donate to Kristen Ventrilo, third grade teacher at New Haven Elementary, go Stars! You can contact her on Facebook. That's it for this week's show. Please continue sharing stories with us because what we all need right now is some good news. I'm your host, Jimmy Bachman. Have a great night.